Right, okay, so I'm Stephen, and since this morning I did the coronavirus broadcast on Ipswich Community Radio. I've had a few people come back to me and ask how we did it. So I'm going to give you, hopefully, what will take no more than 2 or 3 minutes, a very quick review on how this all works. And I'll show you, first of all, what I've got set up here. Okay, you can do it lots of different ways, but let's start with this. So, laptop running virtual DJ. So this is where all the music is. I use this old tractor MIDI controller to fire off the tracks, but obviously you don't need to do that. You can do it all from the keyboard. So that feeds off out the headphone socket into mixing desk, and that's sitting on this channel here. So stereo input channel. Next to it I've got a phono input channel which is coming off my record deck if I want to play any vinyl. I've got my PC and my iPad. iPad's here, so that's just straight out the headphone socket into there. And I've got one microphone plugged in. Okay, so that's the mixing desk, microphone, just standard AT2020 there. And then the main computer which I'm using to broadcast from. So I'll show you what's going on here. You'll need to talk to Dan about this bit of software. This is called But. This is on a Mac, so I believe there's a different piece of software if you're running a PC. In the background there I've got Audacity running, which is so that I can record the show while I'm broadcasting in case we get any dropouts in the internet or anything like that. On the browser I've got airtime, so I can see where the idents are, where I am, and all that kind of thing. But then over here, this is perhaps the critical bit of software, this piece of software here. This is called Zoom, and you'll have heard Elaine talking about it. This is the piece of software that allows us to talk to each other while we're broadcasting. Now, there might be a better way of doing this, and I'm going to experiment with using my phone to run the Zoom on rather than running it on the PC, because at the moment, if you think about the flow, I play something on here, it goes into the mixer, mixed in with the mic, and then from here it goes USB into the PC to be broadcast. If I'm then taking the headphone output from the PC and putting it back on the mixing desk, and then going from the mixing desk back to the PC via USB to broadcast, there's an opportunity for feedback loops and noise and all that kind of thing. And so what I want to try and do is take the Zoom app and run it off of my phone separately, so that it just becomes another input on the mixing desk, and that way I can fade it in and out. I can talk to the person who's on the other end of Zoom while I'm playing a tune, because at the moment if I'm playing a tune I can't have the mic up, and so I can't talk to the person who's on the other end of the Zoom conversation. And so Elaine was sat at her desk and she had Zoom running on her desktop and was simply talking to me. Audio only phone call to keep the bandwidth down so I didn't get any dropouts. And then in the broadcast that we did this morning, we also had Crystal Stanley, so she came in on the Zoom conversation, and so that was easy. With Zoom, I believe you can only have a 40-minute contiguous conversation on the free version, but an unlimited length of conversation on the purchased one. And so Elaine has got the full version, so she initiated the call, so she's got control of it, and we can all stay connected for the full length of the call. So that's it. The techie side and whatever is something that I can help on, and anybody else around the studio can help on. Dan for all the software. Elaine is the expert on Zoom. So there you go. That's how we did that broadcast this morning. I hope that helps.